Now this is another example. Here we have to show that if fn is defined like this, that is fn is 2 to the power n plus 1, where n is greater than 1 is a prime. This fn is a prime, then 2 is not a primitive root of fn. So fn is this and greater than 1. Why we have taken n greater than 1? So let's see what happens if n is 1. If n is 1, then f1 will be 2 to the power 1 plus 1. 2 square plus 1 is 5. And 2 is a primitive root of f1, which is 5. Because you can easily calculate order of 2. Order of 2 is 5, because 2 to the power 5 is 2 to the power 4, which is 16, and which is congruent to 1 modulo 5. And therefore, we have taken here that n is greater than 1. Now, 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 1, this is equal to 2 square to the power n plus 1, 2 square to the power n minus 1. This is nothing, just a square minus b square is equal to a plus b a minus b. So this is your fn into this. So if I take mod of fn in this, then 2 to the power n plus 1 minus 1 will be congruent to 0 mod fn, because right hand side will be 0 when we take mod fn. So from here we get 2 square to the power n plus 1 is congruent to 1 mod fn, taking 1 to the right hand side. So that means 2 to the power n plus 1 is 1 mod fn. That means order of 2, whatever is the order of 2 mod fn, that cannot exceed 2 to the power n plus 1. So now, to prove that 2 is not a primitive root of fn, we need to show that 2 to the power 5 fn is not congruent to 1 mod fn. Because if 2 to the power 5 fn is 1, then that will be the primitive root. So to prove that 2 is not a primitive root of fn, we need to show that this is not congruent to 1 mod fn. Or we can say that there exists some f dash which is less than 5 fn, which is giving 1 mod fn. So now if fn is assumed to be prime, it's given that fn is prime, so phi of fn will be fn minus 1, that is 2 to the power n. And by induction, we can check that 2 to the power n is greater than 2 to the power n plus 1. And here we have seen that 2 to the power n plus 1 is 1 mod fn. And now we are seeing that 2 to the power n is greater than 2 to the power n plus 1. So this is phi fn. And so phi fn, this is greater than 2 to the power n plus 1. So here this f dash, we were saying that there exists some f dash which is less than phi fn. So this is your f dash which is less than phi fn, and it is giving 1. So that means 2 is not a primitive root of fn. Now here is an important result. Let a and n are relatively prime, and let a1, a2, a phi n are positive integers less than n and relatively prime to n. If a is a primitive root of n, then a square, a cube, a to the power phi n are congruent modulo n to a1, a2, a phi n in some order. So we are going to prove it. Since a and n are relatively prime, so a to the power k and n, they are also relatively prime. So hence each a to the power k is congruent modulo into some one of the ai, because all the positive integers which are relatively prime to n and less than n, they are a1, a2, a3, a phi n. So if we are saying that a to the power k is relatively prime to n, that means a to the power k is congruent to some one of the ai. Now we know that the phi n numbers in the set a square, a cube, a to the power phi n are incongruent. By corollary 1, we have already seen that these powers of a, they are incongruent. Thus these numbers must represent the integers a1, a2, a phi n in some order. This is an important result. We will just use this result here. We are going to see some examples later on. First, let us see this corollary. If n has primitive root, then it has exactly phi of phi n of them. Suppose that a is a primitive root of n, then by theorem 3, any other primitive root of n is found among the members of this set a squared, a cube, a to the power phi n. But the number of powers a to the power k, 1 less than equal to k less than equal to phi n, that have order phi n, is equal to the number of integers k for which k and phi n are relatively prime. And what is that? That is phi of phi n. So there are phi of phi n such integers, and hence phi of phi n primitive roots of n. So if n has primitive root, then it has exactly this much of primitive roots, phi of phi n. Now here comes the example. Let us take a is equal to 2 and n is equal to 9. So phi 9 is 6. Therefore by theorem 3, 2, 2 square, 2 cube, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6. These phi n numbers must be congruent modulo 9 to a1, a2, a phi n. That is all the positive integers which are less than 9 and relatively prime to 9. That is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now let us just compute all these powers and just check whether they are congruent to these numbers or not. Now 2 to the power 1 is 2, 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, they are same under modulo 9. 2 to the power 4 is 16, which is congruent to 7 modulo 9. Similarly, 2 to the power 5 is congruent to 5 modulo 9, and 2 to the power 6 is congruent to 1 modulo 9. So we are getting 2, 4, 8, 7, 5, 1. This set only. And hence our theorem is verified here. And by corollary 2, there are exactly phi of phi 9. So phi 9 is 6, so phi 6 is 2. That means there are two primitive roots of 9, and those two primitive roots are 2 and 5. We can check that 2 and 5, both of them have order phi 9. 2 to the power phi 9 is 2 to the power 6, which is 1 mod 9, and 5 to the power phi 9 is 5 to the power 6, which is again 1 mod 9. So there are two primitive roots of 9, 2 and 5. Now here comes the another example. We have to find order of these integers 2, 3, 5 in these two cases. First under modulo 17, then under modulo 19. So as we have seen earlier that whenever we have to compute order of a positive integer modulo n, then we just compute those powers which are divisors of phi n. So here n is 17, so phi 17 is 16. So divisors of 16 are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Now 2 to the power 2 is 4. 2 to the power 4 we are calculating, then 2 to the power 8. We are just calculating these powers only until we get 1. So 2 square is 4, 2 to the power 4 is 16, 2 to the power 8 is, this is congruent to 1 modulo 17. So order of 2 is 8. Now order of 3, 3 square is 9, 3 to the power 4 is 13, 3 to the power 8 is 16, 3 to the power 16 is giving us 1 modulo 17. So order of 3 is 16 modulo 17. Now order of 5, to compute order of 5, compute 5 square which is 8, 5 to the power 4 is 13, 5 to the power 8 is 16, and 5 to the power 16 is congruent to 1 mod 17. So order of 5 is 16 modulo 17. So you can see here that we have just calculated these powers 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. And within these powers only we got the order of these positive integers 2, 3, 5. In the second case, n is 19. So we have to compute order of these three numbers under modulo 19. So phi 19 is 18. And divisors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18. So let us compute these different powers of different numbers. 2 square is 4, 2 cube is 8, 2 to the power 6 is 7, 2 to the power 9 is 18, and 2 to the power 18 is 1. Therefore order of 2 is 18. Now 3 square is 9, 3 cube is 8, 3 to the power 6 is 7, 3 to the power 9 is 18, 3 to the power 18 is giving 1. So order of 3 is 18. Now 5 square is 6, 5 cube is 11, 5 to the power 6 is 7, 5 to the power 9 is congruent to 1. Therefore order of 5 is